Welcome back. We just recorded a whole video and it didn't actually record and I felt like shit, and then we tried to make another video and it was awful, and he was like, girl, you need to stop this is fucking depressing, delete that shit. And then I was like, you know what, we need to get a video out on Friday for my 12 viewers. So we're gonna make it happen. And thank you to those 12 viewers for watching our last video, and I hope that you're watching this one. So let's get into it.
Let's get it.
Let's do it. I don't know why I added that noise.
It's all good.
We got a lot of ideas. Get out of my face. So.
When I was living in Chicago, but I was planning on moving to New York very soon. And what happened was I met this young lady. We ended up exchanging information, so we decided to date, right?
Okay.
I ended up staying in Chicago a little bit longer. We decided to date exclusively at that point. So I went on a date with this other woman. I think this happened during the time when we were not exclusive. However, I still didn't tell her about it. She didn't know about it.
Okay,
she didn't
but
know
why
about
would
it.
you if you're not exclusive? You don't owe anybody anything.
You don't owe anybody anything. However,
that's why you have the conversation on if you're exclusive or not.
That's true, but you know, even that can be tricky sometimes.
Why? We're exclusive. Stop, don't date other women.
It can be tricky. No, this is what I'm saying. More than once, right? I've had conversations with women saying that we were not exclusive.
Right, which means you don't owe them anything.
Don't owe them anything. But there was still an issue later.
How are you gonna fucking sit here and say you don't want to be exclusive with somebody and then give them shit when they do other shit?
Go talk to these women then. Because,
okay, well, they need to fucking, listen, you need to be firm in what you want. You don't need to try to impress a guy and be like, oh, I don't need you to be serious with me, and then give him shit for not being serious with you. You're the one who put that out there.
Thank you.
You need to own it.
It happened more than once. It happened more than once.
Okay, well, that's because you date the same kind of person, just
it could
multiple times.
A lot of times, even if you have that conversation, I mean, I would think that the conversation is what it is. If we both agree, especially in one of the situations, she was the one who didn't want to be exclusive. What she said was, she didn't trust that I had a roommate who was a woman. She told me this later. Like, she didn't trust that I had a roommate who was a woman. So in her mind, if we were not exclusive,
it wouldn't hurt her.
Yeah, she wouldn't have to deal with it. She would. I mean, even if I did mess around with my roommate or whatever.
Right.
And what happened was, at some point in the course of the relationship, she asked me, you know, had I slept with someone or whatever.
Right.
And I said,
you went on a date with someone.
No, this is a different relationship that I'm talking about.
Oh, what the fuck?
This shit is so confusing. I started talking about this because you asked me a question that you said, I don't know.
Okay.
What the fuck? You're gonna have a hard time editing this shit. Please edit this out.
I'm definitely not editing that out. Then she asked you.
Then she asked me, so
what happened?
So then I said, no, I haven't been being exclusive with you. Because you said you didn't want to
be exclusive.
And then you know what she had the audacity to tell me?
Audacity?
She told me that she was being exclusive.
Okay.
And I said, what? Why didn't you just say that you wanted to be exclusive when I was telling you?
I know that. I know what you're saying. She was she was playing it cool, like, no, we don't have to be exclusive, blah, blah, blah. But like, listen, when a girl really likes a man, let's be real. When a girl is really into a man, and he knows how to satisfy her, she don't need a million other fucking men. She's happy that she found a man that could satisfy her. So she obviously felt that way with you, so she wasn't looking elsewhere, but because of her own insecurity and her own fear, she was telling you one thing but doing another.
Absolutely.
Right, which totally makes sense. People do that all the time. Yes, women do that all the time, and I think it's silly. I think it's silly because then you give these men a false idea of what you are expecting.
Absolutely.
And as soon as you do that, you end up disappointed because they're not meeting your expectations. How are they going to meet your expectations when they don't even fucking know what they are?
Absolutely. That's exactly.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
At first we were not exclusive, then we became exclusive.
Right, but when you went on this date, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
When you went on this date, were you exclusive or not?
I wasn't. However, no, listen to what I'm saying to you. I wasn't exclusive with her, but I also led her to believe that during the time when the whole time we were dating, that I wasn't dating anyone else.
You want to be together, be together. You don't want to be together, don't be together. If you're going to sleep with other people, make it clear from the fucking jump. Stop playing around with like this word, that word. Fine.
Right.
You were dishonest because you feared that it would bother her, even though she was cool with being non-exclusive, which is why it drives me crazy. You're non-exclusive and you're still lying to her, and you wonder why women don't fucking trust a lot of men.
Right.
Why are you lying? She fucking told you you're non-exclusive. You can't get in trouble. You literally can't get in trouble.
Right. And
you still lied.
I definitely did, yes. That was one of the nails in the coffin of that relationship. Because of the fact
she couldn't trust you anymore.
Yeah, even though we weren't dating exclusively, I lied to her. But here's the thing.
Stop lying. What are you scared of?
Let me tell you what I'm scared of. Well, not scared of, but at the end of the day, if I'm dating someone, even non-exclusively,
lying just never makes anything easier.
No, but I don't like telling all my business. Like, if I'm dating non-exclusively.
So then you didn't lie. You shouldn't have. Okay.
I did lie to her.
No, but that's my point. It's like you didn't have to lie, is what I meant to say. Excuse me. You're like, I did lie. Yes, I know you fucking lied. But that's my point. You didn't have to lie. You were not exclusive. That's my point.
Right.
Why are you fucking lying?
Because I've had experiences when I wasn't exclusive, and the person asked me.
Then you shouldn't be dating these fucking insecure people who don't know what they want.
Okay, put it like this: if I'm dating a woman and we're not exclusive, I don't want to know when she's going out with someone else. It's not my business.
First of all, if you're not exclusive and somebody asks you straight up, "What are you doing?" I'm telling you what I'm doing. I have no reason to hide that from you.
Right.
It doesn't matter. This is what our agreement is. This is what our agreement is. And if you can't stand in what you are putting forth, which is what I want is a non-exclusive relationship, and you can't be confident in what you choose in that non-exclusive relationship, then maybe that's not really what you want.
No, it is what I want. I just don't want to know about the details of it. I would never.
No,
I would never
I mean the
ask,
other way around.
No, I hear you, but I would never ask, personally, I would never ask a woman who I'm not exclusive with, what is she doing when she's not with me?
So then what do you do when a woman asks you?
This is what I'm saying.
No, you don't lie.
I have before and I have not. I've told the truth and I've lied, and in both cases,
okay, but it's my
it all
point.
depends. Yeah.
If you tell the truth and they can't accept it, kick rocks. That is the whole point. That shows you their true colors. That shows you that they're not being honest about what they really want. And if anything, you should call them out on their bullshit. You shouldn't sit there and then really you're punishing other women who may actually want that. And then you end up looking like a fucking asshole who may actually want a non-exclusive relationship, but then you lie to them, and then you look like a fucking asshole for no reason, and maybe they're actually real women who are secure with their choices, and then you make them question that because you can't even be fucking honest.
Well, the thing is, I mean, at the end of the day, I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I don't like talking about stuff like that with women who. What I'm trying to say is I feel like there should be, anyway, just a level of understanding. If we're dating, but we're not exclusive, it's not even your business what I'm doing.
Guess what?
What?
You go into these relationships, non-exclusive, and what do you act like?
What?
Just tell me.
It depends on the situation.
What is non-exclusive? Give me an example. Are you texting all the time? Are you guys calling each other before bed? Are you checking in on each other? Are you seeing each other and going on dates during the week? Are you acting like you're in a fucking relationship, or are you actually in a non-exclusive agreement? Because that is why people get confused.
Absolutely.
You go to a girl and you're like, I don't want to be exclusive with you, but then you call them every night and tell them how much you fucking adore them. And then you want to sleep at their house. And then you want to cuddle with them. And then you want to do all this, and then the moment they're like, hey, what are you doing tonight? You get freaked out and you lie. Let me just tell you what I do. If I'm involved with someone and I'm telling you I stand firm in what I want, okay, I know what I want. So if I tell a guy, I just want a friends with benefits sort of deal, and I don't even like friends because you're not my fucking friend. Let's just be real. You're not my friend. I'm not trying to get to know you. You're never going to be Kafele. You're not going to be mayor. You're not going to be one of my friends. What this is a respect, an understanding that we see each other when we both want to blow off steam. But if I start texting him throughout the day, if I ask him out for pizza, if I tell him to sleep over, first of all, that's one of my rules. You're not allowed to sleep over. Sorry. So if I start doing that, am I standing true to my agreement? Am I leading this guy on? Am I making him think that maybe I want more than what I set or what I put out? Yeah, I am. Because I'm not doing what I agreed to. So when you say you want to be in a non-exclusive relationship, you got to stop acting like the girl's fucking boyfriend. Don't answer her. Set up dates to meet with each other.
Now I definitely have grown from those experiences.
Pay attention to that, okay?
Now I've definitely grown from those experiences. And at the end of the day, I get it. I get that. I get why, you know,
they started acting that way because if you're behaving that way, you're giving them that energy. They're feeling like comfortable. Like, oh, he wants to see me. Oh, he wants to, even though we're not exclusive, he wants to spend time with me. He wants to do this with me.
Right, but I'm talking about more so just the respect thing in terms of okay, let's say right now, if I'm dating someone and I'm dating them non-exclusive, I would definitely be open, be honest with them about it. However, I would have a conversation with them first to find out if that's something that you want to talk about with me,
right? Because
we're not exclusive. And why are you asking me that?
Yeah, but also putting out there that they shouldn't be asking you what your plans are.
This is what I'm saying.
They shouldn't. If you're not exclusive, this is what it is. If you have not made plans with me, I don't want to know what the fuck you're doing. That's
what I'm saying. Yes, I'm that way too. Yes.
Like I'll text and I'll be like, you know, I'll say something like, "Do you have plans tonight?" I don't want to know what they are. I'm not asking you what your plans are. If you're free, come over. That's it. I'm not like, are you with your sister? Are you with your friends? Are you with your uncle? Are you dating someone else? Are you going to I don't care. Because that's what the agreement was. This is strictly dickly. So I'm not going to sit there and ask you questions. So you also have to understand too, being the person on the other end, I mean, if you see that when somebody's saying they're non-exclusive, that they're so curious about what you're doing, who you're hanging out with, you nip that in the bud right away.
Right.
Because that is not our agreement. And if they take offense to it, then they need to be real about what they want, because that's not a part of the agreement. I think people just need to communicate. And in the video that we recorded that completely deleted, we talked a lot about that, because he asked me what are my 2 traits that I want in a person. Good communication, integrity. Right. Do what you say you're gonna fucking do. As soon as you don't do that, you're out. I can't waste my time with you. Goodbye. Right. Communication. So if you are in a non-exclusive relationship, you need to set it out. This is what I want in non-exclusive. Don't be calling me 24 hours a day. Don't be fucking trying to be at my house. Don't just show up places. I'm not taking you to dinner. Look, it doesn't have to come off mean like that, because that does come off a little aggressive, but like, just make some clear, what are we looking for? Right. Rules? I don't want to say rules. What's the word I'm looking for?
Boundaries?
Boundaries. Clear boundaries. Thank you. If somebody is being fucking honest with you, do not take that for granted. If a man is like, yes, I'm seeing another woman. Yes, I'm doing that. That is a good sign. That is a good sign, because you're like, oh shit, this guy's being real with me. We aren't exclusive. He's telling me what it is. And then if I'm actually not comfortable with it, then I need to be real instead of being mad at him for being honest, honey. This is why so many men are afraid to just tell the truth. It doesn't make any sense to get mad at a guy for doing things outside of the relationship if it's non-exclusive.
I agree with you on that, but it happens sometimes.
It happens because those people are not being honest with themselves. That's it.
Right.
That is literally it. What other explanation do you have for women getting mad at you for doing something that you basically are entitled to do in a non-exclusive relationship?
I hear you on that. I mean, there's no other reason that I can think of.
Stop lying to yourself. If that's really what you want, then don't tell this guy, oh, I want to be non-exclusive. Do you? I'll do me. And then also, she wasn't communicating that she was scared because of this reason. Let's say if she was a grown adult and she said to you, you know what? I want to be exclusive with you, but I have this really weird fear that because you live with a woman, it might be uncomfortable for me, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. Maybe that could have changed your entire relationship if she would have just communicated that to you instead of pretending that she wanted to be in an exclusive relationship that she really, non-exclusive relationship that's not really what she wanted in the first place. So I'm just like, oh, these people, you're making trouble for yourself for no reason. Stop making things complicated. It doesn't need to be complicated. Just be real.
Right.
Well, hello there. I'm in the middle of editing this video that you're currently watching, and I just wanted to jump in and say that we are going to be jumping from one story of Kafele's into the other, and I cut a lot of the story out because it was just too much. So I just put in the important parts. So it's going to seem a little random that we went from like one thing to the other. So I'm just making this video so you understand that right now he had just shared with me that he was in a non-exclusive relationship with another girl, and then he found out that she was talking to her ex. So this is how I'm responding. Okay, bye. Mwah, stay beautiful.
Okay, if I'm dating you and you're telling me.
But again, do you know this goes back to you?
What?
It's you. She's you in this situation. She's saying she wants non-exclusive. Is it non-exclusivity?
Mm-hmm.
She's saying she wants that. But yet, she's still scared to tell you the truth. The same way you were scared to tell the other girl the truth.
She didn't. Well, that may be true, but I'm saying that she lied to me about it. It's one thing to say,
which means she was scared to tell
there's
the truth.
a big difference between someone dating someone non-exclusively and someone still in a relationship.
Well,
and then,
you did never said this. You were not clear. You did not say she was still in a relationship.
I did. Well, I mean, I'm saying...
No, you said that she was still seeing this guy, which is very different than being in a relationship. Were they dating and she was cheating on him with you?
No, I just told you it was her...
ex.
Yeah, her ex-boyfriend that she was still...
So what? Who cares if she's hooking up with her ex? You guys are not in a relationship.
Yeah, that's true, but it's still different if she's lying to me, telling me that she's not...
That's why I said she's you in this situation. You are lying to this girl, not telling her you were out on a dinner date with another girl.
Right. Even
though you guys both agreed it was non-exclusive, so you should have just told her the truth. The same way she should have just told you, I'm still talking to my ex.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that part is true.
I'm just saying what it all comes down to is the fear in the other person knowing that you're actually interested in other people. That is what comes with non-exclusivity. You are going to be interested in other people, and you're probably going to date them, and you're probably going to fuck them, and you're probably going to see other people, and that's why it's so annoying when people lie.
But
you're not even in a fucking relationship. Stop lying. You are stupid for lying. It makes no sense, and you clearly see me getting angry right now because this is why people have fucking trust issues. You're not in a relationship. You don't have a fucking ring on your finger. You're saying that you don't want to be exclusive with someone, and yet you're still lying to their fucking face about who you're seeing. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Now you are saying, but I don't want to know what's going on in her life. So that doesn't even make sense because if you're telling her you don't want to know what she's doing, and then she doesn't tell you what she's doing, but then you find out that she's doing it, you told her you didn't want to know.
Yeah, but I found out anyway, even though I didn't.
Right, but you didn't want to know.
Right.
So she wasn't doing anything wrong.
I didn't say she was doing anything wrong, but she, not in terms of that, but she was doing something wrong when she lied to me and told me that she wasn't seeing.
But she didn't want to tell you because you didn't want to know what the fuck she was doing.
There's a difference between. Okay, this is my point, Jessica. If the reason why I felt this way is because if I had known she's still involved with her ex, I wouldn't have even been dating her.
But this is what I'm talking about. How the fuck are you going to be in a non-exclusive relationship with somebody and not want to get with them because they're dating someone? Isn't that what being in a non-exclusive relationship is?
It is, however...
It's like, you do you, I do me.
Here's the thing, it's supposed to be a fresh start. Two people that are dating each other. I'm not going to be dating someone non-exclusively while they're still in a relationship with...
But she wasn't in a relationship. She was just seeing...
No, she wasn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, the whole conversation was...
Oh, so she never broke up with him?
No, I mean, she was telling me that she had, yes, but...
Did she tell you that she was in a relationship, Kafele?
No, she didn't.
No, ready? Was she in a relationship?
When? With her ex? Yes, she was.
The whole time?
Yes.
Okay, that is not what I've been... Fuck, guys. I don't know if you caught that, but the way that I caught it was he met this girl. Yes. She told him that she was no longer seeing her abusive ex.
Right.
They were seeing each other, and meanwhile, she was in the relationship with him the whole time. That's not what I got. I didn't get that. I got that she told you that she was not in a relationship with him because he was abusive and it was not good for her. She started dating you and then started talking to her ex again. That is very different than she was in a relationship with this abusive guy, met this new guy, told this new guy that she ended it with him because he was abusive, started dating him, but they were exclusive, but never actually broke up with the person. That is very different. So which one was it? The first one? She just lied to you from the jump.
I don't know if she lied to me from the jump or not, but based on the context of that conversation, she had been seeing the guy for still while her and I were together, where she told me that she wasn't.
Right, but again, that's very different than her lying and telling you that she broke up with her abusive ex and then realized, because people do this even when they start dating someone new, even if they really like that person, especially when you're in really bad and unhealthy and toxic relationships, the ex will always try to find a way to ruin anything that's good for you. So it could have been she really did break up with him, but then he realized she was seeing someone new and then tried to get back in, and then she started letting him back in, and then he overheard a conversation about the fact that she's seeing him again, even though she's seeing you, but at the same time, if she lied to him, if she straight up told him they broke up and they never broke up and then she was really in a relationship the whole time, that's some grimy shit. That sucks, you know? But if it was the other situation where like that guy just came in while she was already seeing him and then she didn't tell him because they were non-exclusive, that's very different. But that's, again, it all goes back to setting boundaries. What are you looking for? Even in a non-exclusive relationship, it's like, if you're not clear with what that means to you, it's sort of like in a real relationship, like in a committed relationship, when people are like, what do you consider cheating? Look, these are things you can't do. This doesn't work for me. If you do this, I'm sorry, I consider that cheating. Even if you don't fuck someone, but he's taking her out to dinner. But, I don't know, they're FaceTiming. They're doing messaging. They have an emotional connection and they're being like husband, wife at work. All of these things, like, look, if you're in a committed relationship, just like if I'm running a business, I know what I'm looking for in my workers. I know what to expect, and I let them know. And I think that goes with anything. I'm not saying that relationships are a business, but relationships are work. So you need to put everything out there from the start, because this is the kind of shit that happens.
Right.
That wasn't the last one. We actually filmed another 15 minutes, but something's going on with my camera space. I don't know if I found it, if we have it. But anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that I'm able to edit this and make it fun for you, and we can still make it cool. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, please do. It helps me out, as well as thumbs up if you like this video. And comment down below, define non-exclusive and exclusive in your terms, because obviously everyone has their own idea of what it is, and we want to know, because as you can see, we both have a different idea of what we have a different idea about anything. But thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Jess, and this is
Kafele.
We love you. Stay beautiful always. Peace. Let's go, bro. Bam. I love you. All right, goodbye for now. See you soon. Stay fabulous.